Hello everyone, welcome again to Basic Electrical Engineering. In this video, I am going to explain about 3-phase power measurement by 2 wattmeter method. And at the end of this experiment, we are going to verify how this 2 wattmeter method is efficient to measure 3-phase power. Let us see what are the advantages of 2 wattmeter method. Power can be measured both in balanced and unbalanced load condition. 3-phase power can be measured using only 2 wattmeters. Both power and power factor is determined on a balanced load condition. In a star connected load, it is optional to connect neutral point and wattmeter. In a delta connected load, connection need not to be opened to connect wattmeter. Let us see what are the disadvantages of 2 wattmeter method. It is not suitable for 3-phase 4-wire system. Next we will see applications of 2 wattmeter method. Wattmeters are used to measure the power consumption of any electrical appliances and verify their power ratings. Let us see what are the apparatus required to perform this experiment. We are going to use 2 numbers of digital wattmeters, 1 digital voltmeter, 3 numbers of ammeters, 3 numbers of resistive loads and 1 3-phase variac. Let us know about the details of the equipment. Let us see the experimental setup image. In this image we can see this is a 2 wattmeter trainer kit. These are 3 resistive loads. These are 2 analog type of ammeters and this is 3-phase variac. Next we will see this is a 3-phase auto transformer whose specification is given 0 to 415 volt and 10 ampere. Next we will see the trainer kit which will be used for 2 wattmeter method. Here we can see this is a 3-phase MCB. Outgoing of this 3-phase MCB are connected to R phase, Y phase and B phase terminals. As it is a 3-phase 3-wire system, so no need to connect this neutral point. Again we can see here W1 and W2 are 2 digital type of wattmeters. This is digital type of voltmeters. This is 1 digital type of ammeter which will be used to measure R phase current. Here we can see this is the R phase resistive load 2 terminals, Y phase resistive load 2 terminals and B phase resistive load 2 terminals. Next we will see the ammeter which will be used to measure Y phase current. It is denoted as YY. We are going to use this common terminal and 3 ampere terminal. Next we will see the ammeter which will be connected in series with B phase and it is denoted as IB. Next we will see this is Y phase resistive load 38 ohm 8.5 ampere and it is marked as RY. Next we will see the R phase resistive load whose specification is given as 38 ohm 8.5 ampere and it is denoted as RR. This is the B phase resistive load, it is denoted as RB and it is 38 ohm 8.5 ampere. Let us know about the circuit diagram. So in this circuit diagram we can see this is a 3-phase auto transformer from where 3-phase 3 wires are coming. This is R phase ammeter, Y phase ammeter and B phase ammeter. W1 and W2 are 2 wattmeters. Current coil of W1 is connected in series with R phase and its pressure coil is connected from R phase to Y phase. Current coil of W2 is connected in series with B phase and its pressure coil is connected from B phase to Y phase. Here we can see this is a 3-phase resistive loads are arranged in a star connected system and this voltmeter is connected in between star point and R phase load terminal. Let us come to the circuit description. Here the current through the current coil of W1 that is equals to IR and current through the current coil of W2 is equals to IB. While the potential difference across the pressure coil of W1 is equals to VRY and W2 that is equals to VBY. So with the help of this phasor diagram we can calculate the power consumed by W1 will be equals to VRY multiplied with current IR multiplied with cos of angle between VRY and IR that is equals to 30 plus theta. Similarly we can calculate power consumed by wattmeter number 2 will be equals to VBY multiplied with current IB multiplied with cosine of angle between VBY and IB, that is equals to 30 minus theta. So, according to phasor diagram given, we can write W1 is equals to VRY IR cos 30 plus theta, and W2 we can write VBY IB cos 30 minus theta. So, according to this method, sum of two wattmeter readings is the total three phase power consumed in the circuit, that is equals to W1 plus W2 is equals to VRY IR cos 30 plus theta plus VBY IB cos 30 minus theta. For a three phase balance star connected system, we can write line voltage VRY equals to line voltage VBY, that is equals to VL, and phase current IR equals to phase current IY equals to IB, that is equals to line current IL. Then W1 will be equals to VL IL cos 30 plus theta, and W2 will be equals to VL IL cos 30 minus theta. So, we can write W2 plus W1 will be equals to root 3 VL IL cos theta, and W2 minus W1 will be equals to VL IL sin theta. So, we can calculate theta, that is equals to tan inverse of root 3 multiplied with W2 minus W1 divided by W2 plus W1. Let us see some crucial points on two wattmeter method, that is variation in wattmeter readings on lagging power factors. In two wattmeter method, readings of both wattmeters depend on the power factor of the load. We will discuss the first case when theta or phi will be equals to 0 degree, then cos phi will be equals to 1. In this case, both wattmeters will give an equal and positive reading. Therefore, we can calculate three phase power will be equals to W1 plus W2. Next, we will see case 2 when phi is equals to 60 degree, that is when power factor will be equals to 0.5. In this case, one wattmeter shows a 0 deflection and other one shows a positive reading. Therefore, we can write three phase power is equals to W2 only. Next, we will see case 3 when phi varies within 60 to 90 degree, then power factor will vary within 0 to 0.5. In this case, one wattmeter will give a positive reading and another wattmeter will give a negative reading. Therefore, three phase power we can write W2 minus W1. Next, we will see case number 4 when phi is equals to 90 degree, that is when power factor cos phi will be equals to 0. In this case, both wattmeters will give equal and opposite reading. Therefore, three phase power we can write W1 plus W2 will be equals to 0. Let us see what are the precautionary steps to be taken while conducting this experiment. All connections should be tight, reading should be taken carefully, keep the three phase autotransformer at a minimum potential point before starting, keep all rheostat position at a maximum resistance value before starting. Next, we will go for the procedures to conduct this experiment. The first point we can see here, connect the equipment as per the line diagram given. Let us understand about this trainer kit power supply. This is the three phase variac, and from here three phase 3 wire is coming. This three phase 3 wire is coming to this MCB, and outgoing of this MCB is connected to this R phase, Y phase and B phase. There is no need to connect this neutral point. So, these are 4 digital meters. This is wattmeter number 1, this is wattmeter number 2, and this is ammeter which is connected to R phase, and this is the digital voltmeter. This is Y phase ammeter and this is B phase ammeter, and these ammeters are connected internally to this trainer kit. This Y phase ammeter 2 terminals to these 2 points, and this is for B phase ammeter 2 terminals. This is the R phase resistive load, and these are the 2 wires to these 2 points, and the lower points we have denoted as small r, and the upper point we have denoted as capital R. Similarly, this is Y phase resistive load and this is B phase resistive load are connected to this trainer kit. First of all, we will make this star point. This is the R phase resistive load lower terminal, Y phase resistive load lower terminal, and this is B phase resistive load lower terminal. And to make this star junction, we have to short these 3 points. So now we will connect these 3 points. Next we will connect from R phase terminal to the R phase ammeter. So now we will connect from R phase terminal to the R phase ammeter. Next we will connect ammeter outgoing to M point of wattmeter 1. From this ammeter outgoing to the wattmeter, M point will be connected. Next we will connect this L terminal of this wattmeter 1 to the R phase load terminal. From L terminal of this wattmeter number 1 to the R phase load terminal will be connected. Next we will connect from Y phase terminal to the Y phase ammeter. From Y phase terminal to the Y phase ammeter will be connected. Next we will connect from Y phase ammeter outgoing to this common point. In this trainer kit we can see there are 4 short circuited points are available. So we can connect now from ammeter, Y phase ammeter outgoing to this junction. Next we will connect from B phase terminal to the B phase ammeter. From this B phase terminal to the B phase ammeter is connected. Next we will connect from B phase ammeter outgoing to the M point of wattmeter number 2. And from this B phase ammeter outgoing to the wattmeter number 2, M point will be connected. Next we will connect the L terminal of wattmeter number 2 to the B phase load terminal. Next from wattmeter L point to the B phase load will be connected. Next we will connect this voltage terminal of wattmeter number 1 and voltage terminal of wattmeter number 2 to the Y phase common point. Voltage point of this wattmeter number 1 will be connected to this junction. Then voltage point of this wattmeter number 2 will be connected to this junction. Next we will connect from Y phase common terminal to the Y phase load terminal. And from this junction, one wire will be connected to the Y phase load point. Now we are going to connect this voltmeter. So one terminal of this voltmeter is connected to the star point. One terminal of this voltmeter will be connected to this star point. Next we will connect the another terminal of this voltmeter to the R phase load terminal. Next we will connect this voltmeter another terminal to the R phase terminal. Now this point is connected to the R phase load terminal and this point. So according to the circuit diagram, our connection is complete. Let us come to the next point. Keep all the rheostats at their maximum resistance values. Initially we will keep all these rheostats at maximum position. Then switch on the auxiliary power supply and also switch on the 3-phase NCV. So now we will switch on auxiliary power supply. Next we will switch on 3-phase MCB. Then gradually increase the 3-phase variac voltage so that the current in each phase will be 1 ampere. Gradually we will increase this variac up to 1 ampere. Now this R phase ammeter is showing 1 ampere. Now this Y phase ammeter and B phase ammeter, these are also showing 1 ampere, and this is called balanced load condition. And in this condition we will take the first observation. Then take the first observation in balanced load condition. This wattmeter number 1 is showing 64 watt, this number 2 wattmeter is showing 81 watt. If you will add these two wattmeter reading, then it will give you total 3 phase power. Now this voltmeter is showing VR phase to neutral voltage, that is 50 volt, and we will remove this terminal to measure VY phase to neutral voltage. Voltage is 47 volt. Again we will measure B phase to neutral voltage. Now VBN is showing 48 volt. So in our first observation, W1 is 64 watt, W2 81 watt, R phase current 1 ampere, Y phase current 1 ampere, B phase current is also 1 ampere, then VRN 50 volt, VYN 47 volt, VBN 48 volt. Now vary the rheostat as per the tabulation given and take observations in unbalanced load condition. Now we will decrease the R phase resistance to increase the R phase current up to 1.4 ampere. Now in R phase, current has increased up to 1.4 ampere. This Y phase ammeter is showing 1.14 ampere and this B phase ammeter is showing 1.12 ampere. This wattmeter number 1 is showing 89 watt, wattmeter number 2 is showing 84 watt, and voltage across R phase to neutral, that is VRN, is showing 40 volt. Now we will measure VY phase to neutral, VYN voltage, it is 52 volt. Again we will remove this point and we will measure B phase to neutral voltage, that is 53 volt. So in our second observation, W1 is 89 watt, W2 85 watt, R phase current 1.4 ampere, Y phase current 1.14 ampere, B phase current 1.12 ampere, VRN 40 volt, VYN 52 volt, VBN 53 volt. In the next observation, we will increase the Y phase current up to 1.4 ampere. So now we have to increase the Y phase current up to 1.4 ampere. Here you can see current in Y phase has increased up to 1.4 ampere and current in B phase it is 1.12. Current in R phase it is 1.5 ampere, and this wattmeter number 1 is showing 103 watt, wattmeter 2 is showing 90 watt, and here the R phase voltage it is showing 43 volt. Now we will measure VY phase to neutral voltage, it is 47 volt. Next we will measure So in the third observation, W1 is 103 watt, W2 90 watt, R phase current 1.5 ampere, Y phase current 1.4 ampere, B phase current 1.12 ampere, VRN 43 volt, VYN 47 volt, VBN 54 volt. And in the next observation, we will increase the B phase current up to 1.4 ampere. Again we will increase the B phase current up to 1.4 ampere. So in this way we have taken 10th observation, where W1 is showing 120 watt, W2 142 watt, R phase current 1.9 ampere, Y phase current 1.82 ampere, B phase current 1.8 ampere, VRN 47 volt, VYN 46 volt and VBN 47 volt. Now we will go for the calculation table. Then in the next step, compare the measured and the calculated values of 3-phase power and find out their percentage error. So, in this calculation table we can see P1 is measured 3-phase power and P2 is calculated 3-phase power. So, the first observation we have taken for balanced load condition, and the measured 3-phase power it was 145 watt and its calculated 3-phase power is 145 watt. So, the percentage error is 0. From second observation onwards, we have taken for unbalanced load condition and the measured 3-phase power is 174 watt and the calculated 3-phase power is 174.64 watt. So, the percentage error is 0.3. And in all cases we can see the measured 3-phase power is very close to the calculated 3-phase power, due to which the percentage error is very less. Next we will come to the conclusion. After conducting this experiment, we can conclude that 2 wattmeter method can be employed to measure 3-phase power in a star connected balanced or unbalanced load. The total instantaneous power absorbed by the 3 loads RR, RY and RB is equal to the sum of the powers measured by the 2 wattmeters W1 and W2. Next we will go for the discussion questions. What is balanced and unbalanced load in 3-phase system? What is line and phase voltage in a 3-phase system? What is the difference between star and delta connection in 3-phase system? And why does wattmeter keep negative reading sometimes while measuring 3-phase unbalanced load? If you have any questions regarding this experiment, please write in the comment section. Next time we will meet with another experiment. Thank you.